Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is Sisselgrad in the Rise of Cornoe, and you can see the lights are on and everybody is home. We're busy building a few more bits and pieces here. I just want to double check everybody can get something. Yeah, so that is within reach. We did check it last time. I think this one is within reach as well, but I think this one as it stands is not, so we need to see how best we could potentially tie this in. I'm just thinking maybe what we'll quickly do. Just want to do clear out there. Then what I'll do is I'll do this. Right? I think. Yeah, I think that's a sensible approach, and then we can also tie in a lot of other stuff there as well. We want to construct it ourselves, and we'll get some. The helicopters is okay, I think. Let's see. Not going to work for that one though, so we'll have to get the lesser crews over here. Other than that, we should be seeing a little bit more workers. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of that, we had all our prisoners escape because we didn't have any people here. But I guess slowly we'll sort that out, and I guess as soon as this is built, we will sort that out. So I'm not going to be too worried about that. We will continue to keep an eye on construction activities over here, which is moving along quite nicely, I must say. This is still under construction at the moment, so hopefully they can finish that off, and we can see how that goes. This guy's bringing people, right? Yeah, like 4 people. Anyway, we're going to keep an eye on all of this as this starts to happen. Here we've got a pump jack done. So the pump jacks go pretty quickly, actually. But there's lots of piping and everything else that we need to do. That'll take a bit of time. We're going to slowly move it back from this primary location and then get ourselves there. We'll quickly set these up as well. I think it's important we get this going also. We want to make sure that we can fairly quickly commence work with this, right? With the refinery once it's done. So let's do this, and we'll get a few crews in here to come and sort that out as well. Okay, so slowly going backward. We'll build everything up. The refinery is going to be done any minute now. These are moving along reasonably, so I guess geez, look at all of these helicopters. It's quite a sight. It is quite a sight. These guys doing their thing. We don't have any power or anything over here, so one of the key things. Okay, maybe what we'll do first is quickly get our power over here. Have we not brought power over? We've brought over these guys, right? So that actually needs to. Let's quickly continue our construction activities over here. Those have not been set up. So what we'll do is we'll get this moving, because this, I think, is going to be, it can take a bit of time, and we just want to make sure that we've got that sorted out. So we'll assign these construction crews in here to come and work on that a little bit. Now, the other one we don't have is the power. The power is coming from. This is our local power. This is the power. It's coming from over here. So we're going to run the power straight through to the other side. So and we're going to go. We don't need to go underwater, but it doesn't really. It doesn't really matter. I'm so worried about these things now. Here we go. They're arriving. Good stuff. Okay. It doesn't really matter if we go over the top, because we're not going to get any more juice out of it than it's going to get underwater. So we may as well go underwater. So in that regard, we need to make sure that we power absolutely everything, right? So we've got pump jacks in all of these locations. So I think the starting point for us is just to have a look at maybe something like this, right? So I guess if we try and line it up, right? If we say we're going to go reasonably straight through here, I guess something like this is going to be fine, right? So we'll grab a spot right over here. We'll give it a bit of room. We'll grab a spot right over here, and we will. Let's just have a look. Yeah, everything here is going to be fine. We could do it on this side now. I'd rather do it on this side where we got a little bit more room. And then we could always continue the journey on along. Oh, we probably will, to be honest. We'll probably have to run it over here as well. And I guess the underground option is going to be most appropriate at this stage. Now, we do want to kind of question mark as whether we want to do another one. Actually, you know what would be a good idea? Just in case, let's actually add a splitter in here as well. And that we can do in this location. Slightly offset from everybody, actually. Now, let's just do it here. Where? Kind of in two minds about it. We do it there. Yeah, no, I'd rather do it. I'd rather we do it somewhere over here. Okay, so let's do that. So there we go. That's going to be our kind of primary power infrastructure. We're going to get started on that as well at the same time. So if we go underground, we can run our... It's not... Oh, it's getting stuck. Okay, anyway, we'll see. Let's see, we can't actually get in there. There's a building in the way. So if we go down... Right? And then we continue on to over there. Okay, and then we continue. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Continue through over there. Continue through that way. Yeah, running these straight lines is pretty good. Ooh, we've got some cables underneath. So we'll go a little bit deeper. Go like that. There we go. And that's where we're going to kind of stop it for now. And that gives us our primary power infrastructure. So that's something that can definitely get started as well. So let's do that and that and that. Oh, we can't actually get to these. Okay, so let's quickly get our little sections of road in place. I'm just going to go with... something like this, right? This is kind of the idea here, right? We'll do something like that. We're going to do a little spot over there. We're going to do a little spot over here. This one we'll just do that for the time being. And for this one, we will go... I just like to kind of formalize them a little bit more with, even if it is just gravel, just to make sure we've got it all kind of figured out. Okay, so, well, we'll do that then. This one won't work. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do all of these. And we can do that. So let's just get started on everything we can get started, so we kind of see it going. We can also get a little bit of an assistance from the helicopters, which I think is appropriate. Okay, so we can start moving on all of that. Yeah, just get a little bit of everything assigned over here. Okay, so keep going on that. We'll keep an eye. We'll come back in a bit and see how that's going. But I think for now it's pretty good. Let's quickly now, the thing that I really want to get into, oh, this is moving along pretty nicely too, actually. The thing, oh yeah, that's looking good. That's looking really good. The thing I want to get into now, we're probably starting to get to a position where we could, actually, let's do two more things here quickly while we're, oh, these are still all under construction, right? So which side is on that side, huh? Okay, well, let's do tie that one in and see if we want to do anything else. And similarly, this one. Yeah, I think we'll just do that, right? Tie that all together. And give us a little bit of this over here, and we'll get our crews to come and work them. We'll get these guys in here because I think they will be able to sort out the that. I think that's because these guys don't have access to yeah, so that's fine. Get all of this sorted out. Yeah, where we've used them in the past, we've seemed to finish it off a little bit. So that's good. Let's do that. So we'll keep going on this. Still a lot for us to do. I like the fact that we're starting to see stuff happening and working over here. Let's sure to get as many of the crews assigned as we can so that everybody is working. Okay, now let's do the planning for our waste management. Okay, that's the plan for this episode. So, what do we need to do? General separation, scrap separation, aluminum separation. Okay, and then it's gravel and a variety of recycling, and then we've got waste treatment, aluminum recycling. So we don't necessarily need everything, and then we definitely need an incinerator. And I'm guessing, what I'm thinking, right, is we'll do a power plant incinerator, okay? And what we'll do is we'll use that for export, okay? That's kind of the idea. So we'll go through here, see if we can't export it over to this side. Now that I'm doing something, it's all issues. Okay, so we're bear with me, but this is quite flat, so I'm going to leave it like that. So what we're going to do is let's get our power piece kind of on this side. I'm going to move this stuff, so don't worry too much about it. We want some pretty significant vehicle scrapping over here. And that could, I think that could actually go into... We need to kind of bear in mind how we're going to actually do this. But we want this pretty close to rail. We don't necessarily want it to run through... Come on with the rain already. We probably want to be able to access from this middle one here. So clearly it might not necessarily be appropriate for us to run it from that side. So I guess the idea is maybe we can do vehicle scrapping over here. And what does vehicle scrapping actually get as an output? So as an output, we get steel, aluminum, mechanical components, electronic components, metal scrap, aluminum scrap, and mixed waste. So you want a little bit of maneuver room here. Okay, so maybe we don't necessarily do it over there. Maybe we do it something like this, and we maximize the use of all of these other facility kind of stuff. But I'm conscious that let's see, if we flip it around, still, yeah, see, it doesn't really matter. Still want everything kind of there. So if we just, as a starting point, give ourselves that, right? Now we want a open storage and a warehouse, and then we want some scrap facilities, right? So if we have a quick look at what that means in terms of the various pieces. So we want some open storage. Doesn't need to be the largest open storage, to be honest, but the larger the open storage, of course, the easier we're going to actually get rail connected to it. So I guess something like this. Oh no, flip it around. Yeah, something like that. It's not a bad idea. We don't need it to be able to run into that direction, but just in case, let's do something like that, right? I'm not sure yet how we're going to deal with it, but anyway, that's a bit of a starting point. So that's all of those, right? What are we getting? Let's just double check that again. So we're getting open storage for like the steel, even though, well, actually it's got a reasonable amount that actually stays on site, right? So we don't necessarily need it. Then we need a warehouse, and then we need varieties of scrap, right? And I guess those scrap items is going to come out like this. Yeah, okay, so we can sort it ourselves from there. Scrap comes out comes out like that. So the other thing we want then obviously is a warehouse. So again with the rail connection, we want it with the rail connection. I guess if it's got a rail connection in there, we have the opportunity to potentially rail connect it, right? So something like that. So let's just do that as a starting point. I'm not saying that's where we're going to end up as, but let's just start it over there. Now, what we're also getting out, I'm not too sure how that works. I can't remember really. Been a while since I did the waste thing. Mixed waste, big garbage container. So it has got garbage container coming out, right? So we can, beyond that, we can actually just get ourselves a bit of a waste transfer facility, really. I guess it's a waste transfer facility, right? Oh, we don't have enough space. They're both next to each other over here. This is where it becomes interesting. So let's demolish that. Let's clear that out. So now we've got two of them. Let's try that again. I guess we could make it work, right? If we grab this guy and just make sure we get it onto this side. Yeah, that could actually work. If we flip it around though. Flip it around just so the yeah. But now it's not. Man, now it's not actually connecting. So we flip it back, and we will have to use it over here, right? Yeah. Actually, I think we might be able to make it work like something like this, right? And then we just need to check, can we connect it over there? Yes, we can. In which case, we could get a waste transfer facility. Thick transfer is what I'm after. A large, yep, there we go. A large waste transfer facility. Ooh, say something like this. Now we just need to see, it's going to be a bit challenging, but that should work. Yeah, that should work. Now the one that I'm worried is not going to work is this. But it does. It does work, and we should be able to squeeze all of that together. And we should be able to get some reasonable rail connectivity. Actually, it's pretty good rail connectivity through there. And we could do something like that as well, right? And then we could run it like this. Just trying to do some space saving. You know, getting my space sorted out. This could go back in there. Ooh, it's maybe a little tight. Not sure we'll get a signal in there, though. That's the issue. Oh, no. But we... But we will have a bit of a look. We could obviously get people to come in from this side here, I guess. So that's not too far-fetched to do that, right? It gets a little busy on this line, but if we do it that way, so we may want to think about that a little bit. Not that these guys are going to have real. A lot of stuff that they're gonna be busy with. So I'm not too worried about it. Winter is on the way, of course. Okay, now let's get quickly go back. So we also want to bring in garbage via. Okay, so at the moment, garbage is being loaded in one of these facilities. Okay, so that's the one thing. What is this? This is that dump with claw machine. So garbage is being loaded here. We can load it over there. We can bring it over into this area. So if we're saying garbage, let's go there. Garbage dump with claw machine. Railway. Yeah, that's the one. So we want something like this. Fairly central, I guess. But I see we've got multiple Alternatively, we could split it up into multiple directions. So, right? Or, yeah, and then from there we'll have to sort it, right? So actually, maybe it's over here somewhere at the start of the journey, right? Something like this. Let's just spin it around. Yeah, something like that. Let's just see. Let's just see what we can do. So if we were to do something like that, right? So we're bringing in our garbage over here. Please let this be. Cornoe Hill's power transformer should be okay. That guy is broken down again. Electricity problems due to the power transformer. Can you please sort out the power transformer issue? Where's my power transformer? Fire has been extinguished. Thank goodness. I think it was this one. Yeah. So we've got reasonable coverage. It's just I'm a little bit now that it's happened. It's been a bit of an issue. Okay, so garbage arrives, right? I get distracted. The garbage arrives. So now we've got general separation, right? So let's have a quick look here through the details. Separation efficiency starts with separating mixed waste into construction waste, metal scrap, aluminum, and then plastic waste, right? So we get all of that out. Then we get scrap separation. So I guess we start with this one, right? Let's just have a quick look. No, this is mixed waste. No. So instead of doing that one, we can do these two first, and then we do that one, right? So that we get more reasonable amounts of metal and aluminum scrap out, and then we have construction waste and plastic waste that's coming out. Right? Plastic waste. Okay, we'll get to these things a little bit later, but let's just sort out our waste as a starting point, right? So general separation. So I guess what we want to do is we want to take out scrap first, and maybe we don't need to do aluminum in this area. Okay, we need to, let's flip it around. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So let's do, let's move it back there a little bit. Okay. All of this needs workers, by the way, which I guess we could probably get some workers to come into this general direction. Yeah. And just want to see. Oh, we are getting metal scrap. We are getting metal scrap from this facility, right? We can always, have a little bit of a drive that dumps it out that way. Anyway, let's just say, okay, let's say scrap separation. Flip it around again. Yeah, that's the one. Let's squeeze it in here, see if we can make that work. Be a little bit cautious with some of this stuff. Okay, so let's do that. Scrap separation. Then scrap separation then goes into what? Then we get metal scrap out of it, and we get mixed waste out of it. So mixed waste, yeah, but I guess we'll have to do one-way direction there. Mixed waste then needs to go somewhere into general separation. Okay. But we probably need a bit of a dump in between, right? So the mixed waste is coming out. And I'm guessing, is it a transfer facility for mixed waste, or we just do a bit of a dump? What is this one? The small one. Yeah, I guess something like that's probably going to be sufficient. Okay, so let's do that. And then from there we do the general separation. Oh no, that's the same piece there. We're going to have to bring in workers from this side as well, right? Okay, so that's then. So now we've got. We need to then have we want a steel recycling plant that's going to come out of here, right? This guy is going to deliver for us metal scrap, but as well as some other scrap. So we need some sort of a dump for scrap, right? So scrap goes into We need it's the storage, the aggregate storage. That's the one. Am I paused? Yeah, I'm paused actually at the moment. So let's unpause so we can continue. Where's my aggregate stuffs? Over here, over there. There we go. Aggregate. Aggregate can get metal scrap. Perfect. That's the plan. So we'll get ourselves a reasonable size, right? Let's just go with, that's too big, right? Let's just go smaller than that. We're not going to get enormous amounts of scrap there. So if we were to then get ourselves scrap in this area. Okay, I guess what we'll do is we'll do it like this instead. Okay, so first things first, we're getting metal scrap out. It'll be we'll flip it around so we can actually make use of the road on the other side. So I guess we'll do that. And then here we'll do 3 and 2, 1. Flipping it around again. We'll get our metal scrap in here, right? So we can also then get metal scrap to come out of this facility, and jointly we're putting all the metal scrap together. Right, so there we go. Metal scrap done and dusted. Let's do that. Let's just suspend construction here for a minute. None of this should be getting constructed because we haven't got it connected. So that gives us like a metal scrapping operation. Now the mixed waste, so this is mixed waste. Then this one, let's just go back, have a quick look again. Keep an eye on time. So this one is giving us construction waste as well through this, and obviously aluminum if we're scrapping planes, but I guess this won't happen here. So we're going to get construction waste as well. We'll sort that out with the rest of it. We'll kind of put it all together. Now, yeah, I think that'll work. So what's coming out of this is plastic waste can go into plastic waste goes into a warehouse, right? It's just what is it? Open storage. A warehouse can have not plastic waste. Open storage can have plastic waste. So it's an open storage then. Okay, so let's just go back, have a quick look again. So have a look there. So construction waste, metal scrap, that's going to be via the conveyors. And then we've got an open storage for that. But we're also producing mixed waste that needs to go into containers yet again. Okay, so let's quickly have a look. So let's see. If we're saying, let's do this dump with claw thing again. So now we need to just be cautious. I just want to try and make this work a little bit. Okay, so it's all kind of a little bit messy over here. So we want an open storage as well. This is a small one, I guess. If I go here, I'm not pausing it. So if I go here for a small open storage, move it. Can we do? I just want to make sure we can get the. Let's do that. See, now we want to make sure we can get the road out. We can. Let's do that. We'll try and squeeze the road out like so. And then, of course, we want to get the conveyor out as well. This is it. It's pretty messy. We'll do that. We'll get the conveyor out of here as well. So then everything is kind of getting out of the way. Can we do that? Okay, so now that can get construction waste and whatever. So the other bits and pieces are coming out of here. This is going to be plastics. We'll have to have a bit of a look at how we deal with that. Okay, so and we will be able to kind of unload stuff here as well with So let's just do a little bit of this. So we'll have a little bit of a road going on, maybe through the middle. That kind of looks to be reasonable approach. We'll get this side in here. Something is burning. We doing it this way? I don't think so. Anyway, let's not do that because something's going to have to run out of here as well. So let's trim that back way up to there. See if we can't tie this in. Oh, it doesn't want to work like that. Okay, so if we were to try and make it work, okay, let's trim this one back, get it all to work a little bit better. If we do that and then we do kind of this, that's going to be okay. Okay, fair enough. So that's a bit of a road network to make a start on. We can also at the same time do probably need to do some blocks like this. Get one to run through there. We'll tie that one in there, and we'll tie that one in there. Now, what's also coming out of this is some. This guy. Sorry, let's just go back, have a quick look at the scrapper, and see what it's actually giving us. It's giving us metal scrap, which needs to go over there. So we could run metal scrap that way. Yeah. Okay. So I guess that's the plan. So we'll get ourselves a little bit of these things, right? So we'll get ourselves at least one fairly nice one over here. Don't mind getting it straight up onto that. Okay, so let's do that. Get ourselves this one going here. My problem, however, is that we might have to redo that one. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So and this one can run. And this one can start running through here, right? Enough room for it there, and we should be able to get across to that side. So if we then started saying we want to do little bits of this. And let's quickly demolish here, and I guess we'll get rid of that one. And what we'll do instead is we'll do one of those. We'll flip it around so that we can actually pick up on this side as well. I'm pretty sure this will work. There we go. I am happy with that. I'm going to suspend construction on that so this doesn't actually get built. Have a look at that. That's okay. I don't mind that one. Okay, so that's pretty good. So that gives us metal scrap going into that direction. That's fine. And then this side is going to be construction waste, and this is also going to be construction waste. So the next piece of the puzzle is going to be construction gravel recycling plant, which takes construction waste and turns it into gravel. And it also, you need to remember that it also gives off mixed waste. Though actually that mixed waste just needs to go back into this container on this side. And it makes me kind of wonder whether we need some additional access to this because it probably get a little bit busy. Okay, so all of it gets into one direction here, and it's going to give us some gravel, right? So if we flip it around, we should be able to actually squeeze it in over here. We'll do it like this, right? Let's do that, okay? And then what we'll do is we need a storage, somewhere over here, and then we're coming back from the storage. We may actually, to be honest, let's move it a little closer. Move it a little closer to this side instead. The gravel recycling plant, flip it around yet again. Do something like this with it. That more aligned with the road? Or is that? No, it's definitely, this one is more aligned with the road. We'll do something like that, right? Then we'll need a gravel. We need to open storage, right? Something small. That is the plan. Okay, let's see if that works. Get our road connections in here because at the same time we're going to want to run. We're going to want to run some stuff through here. So give me my conveyors quickly. Let's do this one. And I guess this one will go up high to say something about that. Then, so this is the issue, right? It's not going to come. Doesn't want to do that. So if we tried this one instead, doesn't is that is the high one, right? Double check. Yeah, it is pretty high. So yeah, it doesn't want to do the road here. I guess we don't need that road. Let's just have a quick look. So this is where this can take quite a bit of time to sort out. So if we were to do this instead, right, have our road do that, we should now be able to make it work, right? So that's what I would have liked to do. Okay, well let's do one more thing. This is typically a bit tedious to get to work. We're after this, yeah. And what we'll do is and I'm guessing we actually want to make it a little higher. I'm not interested in. If we do the other one, though, right? Let's just flip it around. Do this, right? So actually, turn it. No, forget about that. Oh yeah. Turn it. Do this. See if we can make this work. I may have to wiggle around here a little more. If we were to do that, I'll demolish this one because that's not what we're after. And now let's quickly try. If we said we want to do this. That's the one. There we go. And it didn't work, of course. It didn't work. Let's clear that one out. Kind of gives you all the hope in the world, and then it says, oh, no, actually, something's in the way. So let's quickly clear that one out. What's this? That's okay. Don't mind that. And come on. Can we make that work? We can. Okay, so now can we please make this work? Oh, my God. Let's try that one more time. We're trying to come in from multiple angles. We don't necessarily want to spin it. We want the highest option there. No, we want to go out to multiple angles. Yeah, that's the one. That seems like it should work, right? Again, it doesn't work. Come on. this is what I get a little bit frustrated with this. A little bit, just a little bit. So if we say, right, so the other option is to have it go to the other side, right? So we'll flip it around, we'll take it to that side there, and I still stop rotating it. I want to give it, I want to increase its height so it's a little higher off the ground there. Yeah, I guess that's the one. I'm a little worried one of these other ones are not going to work. This one. Yeah, I was worried about that. And I'm also worried I'm not going to find a path for this to go through, right? Yeah. Both of these things are a bit of an issue for us, right? We could potentially make this one work. But the problem is we can't make that one work unless we maybe flip it around. Let's try that again. Got a heating problem. I guess we know what that is all about. So now this time we want to receive it from multiple angles. We want to go up and we want to flip it around and go that way instead, right? There we go. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Now, we just need to find a little slither of road that comes out of here. Alternatively, we can do it like this. Yeah, I guess that's the way we're going to do it. I guess this won't work, right? That's way too tight. So we'll... could we get that to work? We could get that to work. Hang on. Give me one more opportunity here. I think we might get that one to work. Yeah. There we go. That's even better. Okay, so I guess that is all the way up until okay, now we need plastic. Plastic is coming out of this, so I guess we'll have to just move. We could get plastic over here. We need to move things again. I guess it's better we connect it up together, right? I just spent so much time fixing this, but plastic will be... Wait, hang on. No, that's garbage. That's plastic. So plastic's never going to work this way. Plastics just have to be separate. Okay, that's okay. We can get plastic to be separate. It'll need a few things. Hang on. Before we just close this one out, let's just finish off a bit of a storage here. So now we're obviously going to get some gravel to come out of this. It could be... How much? I'd rather go small and make it... and make do. Okay, let's just do that as a starting point. So it has something to fill up over there. Okay, so that's it. So now plastics needs to... Okay, we need a road here, right? Let's just get our road. Oh my God. I don't know what the design of these things are so horrendous because they never work. They never work. The moment you do this, it just doesn't work. So let's do that. We need to pull it back just a tad, I think. Need to do... yeah, that's okay. We could do the other direction, to be honest. Do something like this. And what we'll do is we'll try that, right? I'm keen on maybe doing this. Yeah, that's okay. I think this should work. There we go. Okay, so that's fine. We need a road to come in here. Let's try and hug stuff a little bit that way. And we'll do road up over there. So we'll try and do something like that. Now we can do plastics over here quickly. Give me my waste for steel. Steel. We've already got steel recycling, right? Over. Do we? Oh no! Steel recycling has to come on this side. So anyway, plastics first. Let's get our plastics going. We will have plastic over there, so we don't. We could connect it up over here, or we can just let's just use this room that we have available over here. So if we were to say we're just going to do this. Right? Plastic will go into a warehouse, of course. So let's do it this way around. Okay, so we'll do something like that. We will get ourselves an open storage. Give me a small open storage yet again. We'll tie it in. That, well, do this. Okay, so we'll get ourselves a small open storage this way. To be honest, this one does bring out plastic waste, right? But we don't have any more connections, so that's fine. So that goes in there, and then from plastic we get what exactly? From the plastic waste facility, we get plastics and mixed waste, which is just the normal stuff. So so we just need a warehouse, right? That's all that we need. So grab ourselves a bit of a warehouse. I don't even think we need a massive warehouse, to be honest. Something like this is going to be just fine. So that's kind of giving us the plastic output over there. And we'll tie in some road connections. Okay, there we go. And then the next piece of the puzzle, not aluminum, and then waste treatment is, that's for the hazardous material. Ooh. I'm just thinking we need to treat hazardous materials to go into becoming then to go into that. Okay. So this is where stuff is getting dropped off. So actually before it goes, is that, hang on, let's see. So what does this do? That's fine. Actually, that's fine. We'll just, hazardous waste will have to be dropped off separately, right? So if we do this, it's a little tight here, though. We need to, okay, hang on. We should be able to, depending on where all of this stuff is going to join the rail network. I think that's our biggest challenge. If we flip it around and we kind of get our road access on this side, I think we can make this work, right? Let's do that for now. Have a bit of a look. And what we want to do is we just want to check that this works. So potentially that could then work. And if we have a quick look at hazardous waste, ever so quickly, it has a fairly large import storage of 100 tons. So this is okay if we don't have it get extra dumps facilities and things. But we could obviously give it a waste transfer station. Maybe just a smaller waste transfer station. I kind of like this idea. This idea like this. If we just check, I just want to double check. If we go for the bigger one, is there any way we can make it work? It doesn't want to. Now let's just go with the smaller one. The smaller one's going to be fine. We don't need tons of this stuff. This is already a extra bit here that we probably can go without. But anyway, that's fine. So that's okay. The only issue now is we don't really have a proper rail tie-in. We'll have to have a little bit of a look. Maybe we can tie it in over here. So we'll have a bit of a look. Maybe we can tie it in over here. Oh my goodness, the weather. Okay, let's just get the snow to come into place. Okay, so that we've got that one in. I think we need to kind of end this episode. I want to have a quick look at what's happened elsewhere. So the only other thing we need to do is get the steel facility in place. So we'll do this probably over here instead, to be honest. Flip it around this way as well. So we kind of use the same general area for the road network. Yeah, I think something like that's probably okay. Yeah, and then our final bit is that we need a spot for those guys to get out of. Now, anything else that is still left here is coming out of this one. So we may then, that one then potentially needs to go to incinerator plant or something. Okay, so let's do that. We'll need a few roads in here. Let's do this one first, maybe. Okay, hang on. It's a heating problem. That's okay. Let's close this one out. So what's out of this? We need another open storage for the steel to come out. And I guess it's normal garbage stuff again to go back into the system. But anyway, steel, open storage here somewhere. I guess small again. I mean, how much steel are we talking about? Bigger? Maybe we'll do a bigger one. If we flip it around, that doesn't want to work. This could work though. If we do something like that, we could potentially get rail in there. Okay, so let's quickly do two things. We want to connect that road up there. We want to bring this road and tie it in over here. And we'll bring this road tied in like this, like that, and then everything is kind of connected now. Okay, so that gives us some steel. The steel output here, steel goes in there. Steel output, the scrap goes in there. Okay, so then that is kind of our waste facility, right? So we're kind of managing the waste a little bit more. We can then bring things back, and then what we need to do then is we need to incinerate on the other side. Okay, so guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Who's burning? So I should be getting someone to support them. Here they come. It's taking quite a while. Okay, finally sorted out. Okay, that's good. That is good. Okay, so it's taken quite a while, but we've got that running. We need rail to come in here as well. Potentially we'll split this off into multiple rails. So this one could maybe come in on this side. This one, yeah, this one is our big challenge, actually. This is the one that we need to keep an eye on. That's okay. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Because it needs to be able to get back out, right? And it obviously couldn't go back into that. Go into that direction. But I guess the plan is actually to... Yeah, the plan would actually be to go into this general direction. So this is not ideal. What we've got here is not ideal. I mean, we can make it work, I think. Let's clear this one out. So there might be some issues here still. Maybe we cannot. It seems fairly reasonable, to be honest. There we go. So we could do something like that, right? Have a then it's just using the single one. It's not going to be able to get out anywhere else. It's just get train, drop it off, and go back out. And obviously, there's no real room for more. So this might be a bit of a limitation of the setup. To be honest, I might have been a little bit cramped here with that. And that one might have needed a slightly larger rail component to make it actually work. Considering we're using two trains already. On the other, it may be a bit of an issue. Let's see, could we potentially do that? Now the problem is a fairly straight section. Maybe we can do this. If we do something like this. Problem is though, you'll have, that should actually work. Just see, can we get it out? This is not ideal, guys. This is by no means ideal. Okay, let's just try and get this to kind of link. Oh. Working. It was definitely working. There we go. Okay, so something like that, right, could potentially work. This is not ideal, but that's why this is on our main line, right? So we can do some stuff like that. But anyway, okay, so we'll leave it there with regards to the waste facility. We'll sort that and kind of see how that goes as a starting point. The incinerator is also still the plan here that we generate power and export that. It's too it's too irregular for us to really get our own power or heating or anything like that. Let's quickly have a look at what has been happening over here. These guys should be nice and heated. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. These things have all been built. We'll continue the construction over here. There's reasonable workers in all of these locations, I think. Yeah, reasonable worker amounts. Happiness is good. People are good. Let's come and have a look over on this side. We've got a refinery up and running. These things are up and running. Excellent. Let's assign a little bit more construction over here. Those cannot do yet. This is built. I would love to build this. Let's quickly get it. Oh, it's not properly. Okay, so that's fine. We'll get that going. We'll assign it over here. We'll get the helicopters to come and do some work over here. Get them to come and support that. These guys, let's quickly assign them. Okay, that moving. There. Get everybody to come and help. That's been built. There's a little slither over here that's not been built, so let's do that. Let's get that slither built. All of this is done. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is still suspended, which is okay. I guess our power is here. Building is without power. Pause it. Oh, we're missing on this one. Okay, hang on. Get that assigned and that assigned so we can get some power in this location. We've got a fire somewhere. Let's just see. I think this should be fine, right? Yeah, here they come. Yeah, no. Let's quickly have a look. Got some stuff running across here. That's okay, no problems. So slowly, I guess, let's just go underground, have a quick look. That's been built. It's just this one little section that's not done. Everything else is built from a power perspective. So we should be able to start allocating power. What's going on with water and sewage? Yeah, up to here. So we should be able to sort that out. And then we can do some more of our pumping stations and start filling this guy up. As we fill back up from here, once we do the power and we fill back up from that side, I also want to start running a train here so that we can actually have some firefighters ready to go when things happen. But I guess that is very close to actually activating the refinery. I'm very keen on that as well. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode where we'll probably try and switch on the refinery and also try and start building some of this. Maybe I'll shuffle some of this around in between episodes, but you've kind of got the gist of what it's all about here. Okay, so I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.